All right, folks. Sherman Ray, this is the Living in Vegas podcast. Time to get the show on the road. All right, folks. Sherman Ray for the Living in Vegas podcast. I want to welcome you all to the show this morning. We talk about the people, the places, the trends, the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. And tell you the truth, folks, it's a finally Friday, and we got some stuff to talk to you about today. I don't know if some of you heard about what happened just yesterday, but we're going to talk about the mayor of Oakland and some of the remarks she made about our city that I think are going to floor you, especially people who listen to this show who love Las Vegas, and it just infuriated me. I mean, simply infuriated me, and I just don't know what else to say about that. So I'm going to welcome all our friends and family over from Facebook. For some reason, my pages got destroyed, but we're gonna we're gonna find you, and we'll get you back up there. I can actually see you. So if you're you're on our Livin Weekly page, or you're on our Livin in Vegas page, I can actually see you on all those pages. So come on, say something, shout out, give us a shout out, especially if you went to our mixer last night. We'll talk a little bit about that. And we were let's talk a lot more about the magazine, though, folks. That's right, Live in Vegas magazine is out. It's out and about, and we want to give a shout out to all of our advertisers and all the people who are part of Living in Vegas magazine. Gilda, who's our sales rep out there, our director of sales. Nap Sugar, who I don't get to see Nap enough. I really don't. I mean, I love Gilda, I do, but I Nap is the new girl, and so we never get to see her enough. So I just want to say, hey, it was good seeing you last night at the event that we had last night. And they do a hard job. They're out there, talking to people about Living in Vegas magazine. So I want to say, hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for what you do. We missed Audrey May last night. So I know she's probably watching the show today, or she'll be watching it today. I missed Audrey last night, and everybody said hello. Who was there? We were last night. We were at the Horse Trailer Hideout, which is really cool. As a matter of fact, do I have one of the cards? No, I don't. I got to meet the owner, one of the owners of the Horse Trailer Hideout last night. Her name is Marissa, and she actually hung out and was hanging out with us and the business owners there at the event. Really fun talking to her. I got to hear her story. Love to do a story about her because her story was compelling. As we were sitting there listening how you got started, it was just a great time. So we'll talk a little bit more about the mixer in just a bit, but really want you to focus in once again on the magazine. If you'd like to go to our website, check out the website over at livinginvegas.com, and you can actually pick up your digital copy of Livin in Vegas magazine. You can actually even download a PDF copy of it. It's really cool. I mean, it'll open up for you. You can just flip through the pages, see all the cool articles in there, and you can check that out. Okay. So I want to encourage you to do that. And let's say you just don't have time for that, and you'd like to just get on our mailing list. Make it even easier for you. Just send me an email. Email me at info@livinginvegas.com. That's info@livinginvegas.com. You can actually check that out. We'll actually send it to you. As a matter of fact, this week we're actually sending out Livin Weekly. That's right, folks. Livin Weekly is coming out this week. And so we're very excited about Livin Weekly magazine. And Livin Weekly magazine, a lot of people just don't have time. They just don't have time for to wait around for Livin in Vegas magazine. So Livin Weekly magazine is there. So it just so happens they both came out at the same time. They're both coming out at the same time. And but you'll be able to get Livin Weekly magazine every week. So we're really excited about that. You can also subscribe to that at info@livinandweekly.com and get both of those. Okay, so I think that's some cool stuff that you can get a hold of on a weekly basis, and we're very excited about both of those publications that you'll actually get from us. Okay, so so last night, our Aviators folks, our Aviators lost last night. So I'm not very excited about that. We've got a 6-game homestand against the Reno Aces, and last night was, I think, game 3. We won the first game. We've now lost the last 2 in a row. We lost last night to the Aces, the Reno Aces, 6-4, and looks like it was it was really close. But in the 7th inning, looks like the Aces broke it open and took the lead and didn't look back. Added one in the 7th, 8th, and 9th to actually beat us last night. Not very excited about that, but it was beer night last night. I wish I would have gone. I really wish I could have gone to the game. So yesterday was National Beer Day, and we were over at the mixer last night, and I had one of these great beers from Huddle Brewing, so HUDL. So I had one of theirs because we drink local stuff here. We are really local folks. We love local anything, and so I had a choice of getting beer from this place or that place, a California beer, or maybe a Milwaukee beer, or whatever. No, I want a Vegas beer. I want something from Vegas. I want a Sierra Mist, or I want or something like that, or something from our friends over at Tenaya Creek, or something like that. Huddle had my laser focus, and oh my gosh, what was it called? Not Spun Monkey. Oh gosh, I gotta remember. I'll figure it out by the end of the show. It was a fantastic stout beer, 16.1. I know, 16.1% alcohol. Oh my gosh, one beer. That's all I needed. I carried that beer around. People are probably wondering, why are you carrying that beer around? I go, well, it's 16% alcohol. My gosh, that thing was killing me. Fantastic taste in it though, and matter of fact, one of the ladies that was there at the event last night, Tessa, she said, Sherm, I've had that. You might want to sit down. I go, what are you talking about? Sit down. I don't need to sit down. I'm a grown man. I can handle my liquor. And, oh no, this thing was like off the chain. And I'm not a big get drunk guy. That's just not me. I used to be that guy. But no, I was never that guy. But this beer was just fantastic, fruity, that kind of stuff. Huddle, you did a great job on this beer. So what else is going on? Oh yeah, so let's talk about UNLV. So UNLV's track team, and we'll get to the story about the mayor of Oakland here in just a second, folks. It's not good. We'll have some time to spend on that. UNLV's track team on the road this weekend. They are the only representative of the Mountain West to go out to San Diego for a competition there. It is it's the Mayor's Cup? No, it's Triton Invitational. So the Triton Invitational, hosted by UC San Diego, Triton Stadium in San Diego, California. And we've got a couple of people that are going to be in there. So it starts today. Starts about 9:30 in the morning. Women's hammer throw will get out there, discus, pole vault, that kind of stuff. And it'll continue on through Saturday, I think, Saturday, with throwing events, and then it'll be followed up with some of the track events. And so we're really focusing in on UNLV because we've got some rock stars. We really do. We've got some great folks that are a part of the UNLV Rebel contingency that are just representing our state so well, and you can't beat UNLV in my estimation. In my humble estimation, you cannot beat them, and so we give them all the props. So actually, I've got a friend of mine. His name is name substitute right now. His daughter runs for UNLV too. I'll think of his name in just a second because it's just a really cool story. Mm. All right, folks. In the in the story heard round the world, the mayor of Oakland, what's her name? Let's just call her. No, call her. Libby Schaff was on a interview with a local TV station, and she made a remark about Las Vegas. And many of you know Las Vegas, Oakland are having we're having our issues, family issues. Okay, they're our next door neighbor, and on, and right now it looks like if the Oakland A's leave Las Vegas, and this is no secret, if the Oakland A's leave the city of Oakland, they will have lost every major league sports franchise that the city has because they've lost everything. We already have the Oakland, we have the Las Vegas Raiders. They're no longer ever referred to as the Oakland Raiders. There's the Las Vegas Raiders. I think their basketball team moved across the bay to them, so they lost their basketball team. And the last piece of their puzzle is actually the Oakland A's. And it's no surprise that the team has been eyeing Las Vegas for a long time. It's been a long time. And so Libby, we'll just call her Libby, was on a local TV station, and she made some remarks about Las Vegas that I think you're going to want to hear. So check this out, folks.
When you are developing on the precious California coastline than in the gross desert of Las Vegas.
I don't know if you got to hear that. Did you get to hear that? So I'm going to play that again. I'm sorry because sometimes you don't get to hear this stuff. So maybe you want to hear that one more time. Here we go.
The comment that's breaking the internet when you are developing on the precious California coastline than in the gross desert of Las Vegas. Even
Oh dear Lord. Yeah, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. When I heard this last night, so I heard this last night. Somebody was at the mixer we had, and they said, "Hey, did you hear about what the mayor of Oakland called Las Vegas?" And I said, "Yeah, whatever. She's hurting. Her little feelings are hurt and stuff like this." But I had not actually physically heard her say this. Okay, that she kind of came. Did you hear kind of a little snide little thing that she said? Um, our mayor, Carolyn Goodman, once she heard this comment made by Libby Schaff, was a lot nicer than I would be. I mean, a lot nicer than I am. And that's why she's mayor of the city of Las Vegas, and I'm not. Okay, the reason why Carolyn Goodman is the mayor of Las Vegas is because she has more class than me. Okay, she came when the mayor, Carolyn Goodman, our mayor, our beloved mayor, was asked to respond to this very childish comment made by Libby Schaff from the city of Oakland. I know I'm being very nasty about this. She, Carolyn, who is very classy lady, she's a classy dame. Okay, that's what Oscar would say. She's a classy dame. Where's my Tangeray? He would say when Carolyn was asked about it, she said, "You know what? Okay, all right." So she didn't say that. It's still me. It's still me, folks. I'm a little bent on this. When Carolyn Goodman was asked to comment about Libby Schaff's just childish remark about whether or not the Oakland A's should move to Las Vegas or considering and stuff like that, Carolyn said, "You know what? Bless her heart." That's kind of a southern way of putting it. Bless her pea picking heart. And we're doing such a good job here in Las Vegas, and we are the entertainment capital of the world. That was classic. It was just simply classic. So Um, Libby Schaff was not very excited. She's not excited at the fact that everybody's leaving California. I mean, it's just the worst. It's not the worst place in the world. I would never say that. California is a wonderful place. It's just governed like crap. Sorry, that's just the way it is. And so everybody's leaving. All the teams are leaving, and I have family members who live in Oakland, and they have already intimated and expressed a deep desire for us to take their mayor because they're losing everything. I mean, they're losing everything, and now Libby's going, okay. Well, we would rather have a parking lot than a $1 billion stadium that could actually do something for the city. And this is basically what the president of the A's said, and so it's pretty much likely that the we will get the Oakland A's, and they'll become the Las Vegas Athletics, and bless Oakland. Libby's probably not going to get reelected, and it's really it's because of the way they run their city. So, but we thought we'd bring that to you and let you know about that because that was just that's the big story. It's the I think they say it's the comment heard round the world. Yeah, it is. All right. Hey, in other news, folks, um, we've got some road closures coming up for that are already starting for the NFL draft. So the road closures that were already the NFL draft is not until May. I think it's not until May, but they're already starting to do road closures and getting people ready. Basically, is what they're doing. So lane reduction start. They started, or they will start on April 13th, and they'll run through May 6th. And so they're going to be doing all kinds of stuff to get everybody like saying, "Hey, look, guys, this is here. Um, you better get ready for this because it's going to be huge." You notice we didn't say it's in Oakland, California. Okay, I know I'm being snide, but it's. it's I feel bad for those folks. I mean, it's not. We have been suffering here in Las Vegas for years. I mean, just generally decades, decades, decades. We live in the middle of the desert. We've been doing everything we can to become a world class city. We finally get some stuff here and get some Libby shaft. I know. I'm just so upset about this. Um, I shouldn't be, but I am. I just think that she's classless. So I know I shouldn't say that out loud, but it came out. And it is what it is. There is a proposed bike trail for Red Rock Canyon, and this is as a result of some safety concerns that have been growing in the Las Vegas Valley for years now. I mean, this is not a little bit things. That looks like Jared Fisher. I think it is. Um, so they many of you probably ride in the Red Rock Canyon area on the weekends. I know I do. I haven't ridden out there in a couple of months now, but you can go out there any Saturday, Sunday, and or actually any day of the week, and there's tons of riders out there. It's some of them are riding mountain bikes. Most of them are road bike guys that are riding. Actually, Charleston, the Loop, all the way through, going all the way to Blue Diamond, and then back. And so it's a 17-18 mile ride or something like that. It's a real good ride. But the problem is a lot of cars are out there also. So they're proposing a 15-mile loop basically in the Summerlin area to actually get off of the main road. It looks like I've got to go check it out because I really like to see where this is at. The yeah, we got to find this out because the route that normally most riders ride is called 195 or the 159, and so it comes off of the 160. The 160 basically is on the south end of the valley, runs basically east and west, and it connects basically Pahrump to Las Vegas, and it runs through Las Vegas. If some of you know what I'm talking about. Well, the 159 cuts off of the 160 and it goes through Red Rock Canyon, and it connects onto Charleston. So it's a big loop that goes from basically the south end of the valley through Red Rock, past like Blue Diamond area, the little town of Blue Diamond, Bonnie Springs, that kind of stuff, Red Rock Canyon itself, and then it drops off past Calico Basin to the city of Las Vegas, Summerlin, Charleston area. Okay, I know. And the more you listen to this show, folks, the more it'll make sense to you. Okay, and because I ride that a lot, and I know that area pretty well. Well, cars drive through there also because it's very beautiful, it's scenic, that kind of stuff. So they're trying to basically, cut down the traffic and stuff like that. So I know I talk so much. So folks, if you're trying to keep up with us, and a lot of the stories that I've got in front of me, I'm not going to get to them. I'm just not going to get to them because I talk so much. Because there's so much to convey. You can get on our mailing list. Really, just get on our mailing list at info@livinginvegas.com, and we'll send this out to you on a weekly basis, and you can keep up with this stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it just I go on tangents. I do. I can't help myself sometimes. So let's talk about this guy. So Aaron Jarvis, he is a freshman at UNLV. He's a freshman golf player. The cool thing about Aaron, though, is Aaron also is making a first in UNLV history at the Masters. So very cool here. So Aaron Jarvis is from Cayman Islands, and he is actually playing in the Masters right now. He's the first player. This is his brother Andrew, and Aaron is the bad boy. So Aaron is doing some great stuff. He's at the Masters right now, and he is actually playing at the Masters. I think he's 4 over right now at the Masters, but he's making history. He makes the 4th person from UNLV, 4th freshman from UNLV, to play in the Masters. Pretty good. I know he's not from Oakland, but okay, I know I should stop, but I can't. I can't help myself. Okay, Aaron Jarvis is doing pretty cool stuff. We're so excited for him. Tiger Woods, many of you know, Tiger Woods is actually playing in the Masters also. After having his leg almost amputated and stuff like that. We love Tiger Woods. He's played here in Las Vegas before, over at TPC, and he's done some great things. As a matter of fact, he has a yearly TPC thing here. I wonder if he's going to have it this year. I didn't hear about it last year, but we'll check on that, of what Tiger Woods is actually doing. Also in another story, folks, BTS, the boys. BTS is doing their thing. They got an event that they're doing, or they're doing kind of a 4-day thing here in Vegas, and so I'll tell you, I like these guys. I really do. I like BTS because they are. BTS is the boys band who is doing a fantastic job. I mean, they're slick, they're cool, they're doing their thing, and you really can't fault these guys. These guys are doing a great thing, and I think a couple of days ago or yesterday they were actually doing they did a thing over at Allegiant, and I think the line's already lining up for them at Allegiant today, where they're auctioning off some of their stuff. You still can get tickets to their shows, even though their shows that are local here, they sold out in 2 minutes because they got this rabid cult following. I mean, they are rabid. I use that word very, very sparingly, but they're rabid. They love these boys. They love boy bands. And BTS is cool. I mean, they're very slick. They're a Korean boy band. They do a fantastic job. And so they're going to be here in Vegas. They're just knocking it out of the park. And they considered going to Oakland. I know I should stop. Just stop. I can't help. Somebody stop me from talking about Oakland. Okay? But you know what? you get what you get. You you took a stick and you poked the Vegas, Chockawa. You stuck the Vegas Roadrunner, and now you're gonna get it. Okay, Libby, Libby Schaff. She's a like I said, Carolyn Goodman's a lot nicer than I would be about this whole thing. There's just no way. I'm not taking none of that stuff. I'm just not gonna do it. So what's going on this weekend? Oh, so there is an event going on this weekend over at I think they're out at Craig Ranch. Are they Craig Ranch? I think they are the biggest bounce houses in the world are going to be out at Craig Ranch. I think that's where it's at. Let me double check. Huh, I know I got some video on this. This is actually pretty cool. Do I have it? Yeah, let's play some of that. Nope, I don't. Yeah, I do. Go. There we go. So, out at Craig Ranch, you do not have to be a child to do this stuff, folks. This is just good old-fashioned fun where people are bouncing, they're having a great time, and they're going to have, I don't know how many bounce houses out there. There's going to be a ton of bounce houses out at, I think it's Craig Ranch that they're actually doing this out at. I'll double check. We'll leave a link to it on our Facebook page and on our website over at livinginvegas.com, and you can actually check out where they're at. We'll also leave a link to their website. It's called the Big Bounce House America, and they're going to be out there having a good time. Inflatables, tons of stuff going on this weekend here in Vegas, folks. Unlike Oakland, that I know, I'm such a pig. I cannot help myself, folks. Somebody help me because I've got such a bone to pick with this lady, she defamed Las Vegas. Of all shows, for people to ask me to not say anything about somebody who defames Las Vegas, okay, this is probably not the show to do it. Okay, you cannot do it because this is what we're all about. We are the biggest cheerleaders for Las Vegas and Las Vegas alone. We're not cheerleaders for any other state, any other school. My favorite school is UNLV, as you could tell. And I went to UNLV, and that's just the way it is. So other channels, they got people who love other schools, they love other teams, all that other stuff. That's not us. We're Las Vegas, homegrown, and we live in Las Vegas. That's why the show is called Livin in Vegas. So when and once again, we'll probably end on this because it's gonna last all weekend long, folks. It's just gonna last all weekend long. I don't know if Libby Schaff is ever going to be able to live this down. Other people may let her go. I am not going to do it, okay? Because we're not a gross desert, okay? In the desert, it is probably the most beautiful habitat on the planet. You can see everything. I mean, you can actually see everything, as opposed to other places where you have trees and vines and everything all over the place, and you can't see anything. All you can see is foliage. Okay, but in the desert, you can actually see the mountains. You can see the beauty that's in the desert. I think we're going to do a thing on that too, about how beautiful it is here in the desert, because it truly is. It really is, folks. Anyways, today's Friday. First Fridays is this evening. Go on out, folks. Check it out. You'll have a great time. Oh, no, wait a minute. First Friday isn't this weekend because today's the 8th. First Friday was actually last week. It sure was. Anyways, head on downtown, though. Head downtown, especially over on Las Vegas Boulevard, Maine. We've got a lot of new breweries that have opened up down there, especially our friends over at the Horse Trailer Hideout, where we were at last night. Had such a fantastic time. Check out our website at livinginvegas.com, and we'll have some pictures of all the stuff we did. We'd also encourage you, if you're on our Facebook page or our YouTube channel, like us, subscribe to us. Let us know that you enjoy what we're doing, because we love serving you in Las Vegas. Okay? So anyways, we'll see you again Monday for the Livin in Vegas podcast, where we'll talk about the people, the places, the trends, and the events that shape the city of Las Vegas. I'm Sherman Ray. We'll see you again next week. Bye bye.